es el causante del narcotrafico y la delincuencia en México? ¿Me dirás el gobierno mexicano? No. ¿Me dirás los policías corruptos? No, el verdadero culpable son los Estados Unidos. Porque los Estados Unidos, el primer problema viene de su misma población. Estados Unidos no educa a su gente. La prueba es que hoy en día, Estados Unidos es el mercado más grande de drogas en el mundo, lo que traducido es el país que más consume drogas en el mundo. Si no existieran consumidores, no existirían los vendedores de drogas, o sea el narcotráfico. Ellos, los consumidores, le dan poder al narco con los miles de millones de dólares que le entregan al narcotráfico. Número 2. El segundo culpable es otra vez los Estados Unidos. Los Estados Unidos con su falta de control de armas hacen que miles y miles de armas de alto poder lleguen a manos de narcotraficantes, que generan la violencia en México. Les venden armas a cualquier idiota que tenga dos manos. Casi el 60% de las armas que se venden en Estados Unidos llegan a parar al narcotráfico. 3. La corrupción de sus agentes de migración. Gracias a esa corrupción miles y miles de narcóticos pasan de México a Estados Unidos y llegan al final a su misma población. Dejan pasar drogas como dulces de piñata. Prueba de ello la cantidad de narcóticos que existen en ese país, que lo hacen el país que más consume drogas en el mundo. Con este reportaje cierro el tema de quién es el culpable directo de la violencia en México.
A News Channel 5 investigation exposes a dark truth about dirty deals between drug runners and law enforcement.
News Channel 5's Will Ripley reports.
News Channel 5 was approached by a man who claims to smuggle drugs for the Gulf Cartel. He's given us credible information before, but never agreed to go on camera until now. We've agreed to hide his identity for his protection and ours.
Transporting drugs through Tamaulipas, through the Rio Grande River, using bribery of U.S. Border Patrol and U.S. Customs agents.
Juan says he smuggles millions of dollars in drugs every week. He tells us he has plenty of people on his payroll, people who are supposed to protect our borders and keep us safe.
You personally have bribed Border Patrol agents?
Yes.
Customs agents?
Yes, I have.
DEA?
Yes.
What about local police and sheriff's deputies?
Those are the easy ones, yes.
Juan says he even smuggles drugs using U.S. Border Patrol boats and trucks.
We bring it across, that's on a two-man boat, bring it across to the Suburbans, Tahoes, and then ship it to the nearest stash house.
Take it back southbound.
Juan told us about a boat ramp hidden along the Rio Grande behind empty fields and levees. We had to hike to get there. This is where Juan says the drugs are crossed every 9 or 10 days. He says there are actually places like this up and down the river, and traffickers change locations all the time to avoid getting caught.
It's been happening for many years.
But retired DEA agent Cele Castillo says the majority of drugs are smuggled at the international bridges.
Cartels have the schedules of the people they have on their payroll, and they'll bring it across.
He'll beep us to a beeper, a Mexican beeper, tell us what lane he's going to be operating from what time to what time. We pull anywhere from 50 to 100 kilos in each car.
A dirty agent can make more money in one night than their salary pays in a month.
I've been approached many times by, when I worked for the agency, and after I left the agency, I knew a lot of federal agents that were involved in working for the cartels.
So you're saying 3 or 4 dozen federal agents are working on your payroll?
Yes.
Every week?
Every week. Every day.
So how does Juan find people willing to make these dirty deals? Agents willing to risk their careers to accept drug cartel bribes? We'll answer that question and tell you what's being done to stop this as our investigation continues tomorrow night. Will Ripley.